This is a big one.
I love that door.
And then you got that's like a little.
No idea. It's like a linen closet.
Probably.
Maintenance spot, maybe. I don't know. This is a lot warmer. This is the current panel.
I no. Okay. It's not good in there.
If you have a dog, you know what's in there.
Right. Yeah. There's a dog
Nice.
that hangs out. You can see on the garbage can.
No.
There's a.
That's what the dog leaves behind.
Oh, okay.
You see, there's doggy remains, or remnants maybe. Yeah. There's a dog that hangs out here. There's a couple bats too that are known to fly around on occasion.
David found mold.
Young mold.
Got black mold.
Doesn't surprise me. I'm sure that they've found plenty of it.
This was just spiking this panel too, and it didn't spike when I just touched it.
And the funny thing is, I was actually
Oh yeah.
like seriously in this
Oh
room.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, actually, I think that is well known because that window used to be open, like open, and I think something had gotten in at one time, if I remember correctly. Anyway.
Why does that look like blood?
That's rust. It's a moisture. Same thing. The condensation is the other room.
Yeah, that looks crazy though.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing.
Power.
No power.
I came out to this panel and I was checking it out, and it started glowing on me. There it goes.
Okay. Wow.
So that does have power to it.
Makes you wonder how
Okay.
close the original layout is.
Yeah, be careful with that.
The layout itself for these floors and these rooms and stuff is still original.
Who just spoke to me? What's your name?
I think it's funny how this looks like a gun.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's like, how come that looks like a gun? I don't know. It just is.
Why is there a fly in here?
Why is there
A fly in here.
a fly? I don't know. Because they do that too. I don't know. Random shit happens like that here.
Alright.
I will say this is one of the more warmer areas because they're warmer or colder, however you want to see it. And I think it's odd that a lot of the temperature dropping has been on this floor rather than the top floor that has the windows open and everything like that.
Yeah, that is kind of
odd.
weird.
Kind of odd that
Because
this
all
is
the windows are closer here.
one of the more secure levels and it's cooler than the one upstairs in various locations. That seems odd to me, but
Yeah.
not for this building. But I mean, it's, keeping up.
Huh. I feel like this whole level is actually a lot more colder than the one up above.
And yet, not as neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not as neat. I don't always go.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, did you?
You heard that, right?
This from down here.
Do what?
You heard that too.
I did.
Okay.
From down here? Or down there?
Stop, where you're at, stop.
I have a shotgun mic, so if it was came
No.
in this direction, it would have picked it up.
It was past you guys.
It was on the other side of the.
What'd you hear?
Oh.
It sounded like a woman.
Sounded like, ugh.
I mean,
That's what it sounded like.
Hey.
Did it
Yeah.
sound like...
me and her worked there.
No.
No, it wasn't you.
It wasn't you guys.
Hi.
And the thing
No.
is the second that we heard it, we both turned and looked at each
It's-
other like,
Are you sure? Because I was walking out of this room, I read hi next to that
I'm at
No.
6 minutes, so let me. I just want to check real quick. I'm going to pause this. And I want to play back. Because if it was in front of us, my shotgun mic would have picked it up for sure. So I'm really curious to see if we got something.
I think it might have been someone outside too. Because of the...
Yeah,
There
there it
was.
is.
Oh,
There it
man.
is.
No,
You
yeah,
got
that's
it.
true. That's
I told you.
That is trippy.
I just got shivers.
So I told you it wasn't
Two
you.
for two.
Bro.
No way.
Oh
I
my
was actually, you know,
gosh.
to be honest, I was kind of like, nah.
You guys are smoking
no
crack.
way.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Like, I'm literally over here.
You actually heard hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, maybe it was a hay.
Or I don't know.
Just
I
gonna,
can't really tell,
oh.
but
I mean,
And then I'm
there's
over here
definitely
like-
an interjection there, that's for sure.
And it's like, and I'm like, huh? And then I'm like, did you hear that?
I mean, at first I thought it was me because I did read high when I
You're
was
just
coming out
walking,
that
we just
room.
wasn't-
yeah, because we all stopped talking up here, and then all of a
And then
sudden
for
you
that
hear,
split
oh,
pause, yeah. All right, well, let's go downstairs. And
Sounds good.
thank you for saying hey. If you did, hey,
Thank
well,
you.
We'll be back.
Yeah,
We wanna talk more.
they'll probably.
feel free to talk as much as you want. Make yourself known.
We want your story.
Yeah.
Please. Oh my gosh, that was so trippy.
By the way, Ghost, my name is Zoe. Nice to meet you.
So we'll go downstairs and we'll, hopefully socialize it actually with some of the residents maybe. Oh,
Yeah, we're going around the right
did you
way.
hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, just make sure.
Was it the creaking of the stairs?
No, something down
Something
here.
else. This was what?
See, these are the stairs I was telling you guys about with the either kids or little people.
Yeah, when you think about this hand railing to me just says
That
throw
was-
somebody over.
Yeah.
Because if you push me from behind, I'd fall right on my face on it. You know? It should be really bad. If you tripped right there, if you tripped and fell, you'd fall right over it. So,
Please tell me you're getting rid of the pineapples finally.
I don't think so. I don't know. I love the pineapples. I think they're awesome.
But they're not part of the building. They're from the movie. It was.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of cool. So, all right. So,
movie.
well, there's various movies. So, I got received. Okay, I got received. I don't know what was receiving, but hopefully it's not that.
GOLDFIELD Cherry 2000.
What is it? You got receiving? What do you mean?
I got received.
Let me see.
You'd receive.
It was pretty neat, but
What do you want us to
Mitchell,
receive?
Michelle?
something. It looked like Michelle at first, but it's not.
Can you please state your name?
All right. Well, we'll go forward. We'll move forward.
Can I have some of that drink, baby?
So back here is where the ladies of the 18 room. This is also where Elizabeth's room is going to be. Are you all together?
Did you guys hear what's on?
Like a,
Like the steps above us?
I heard another.
Yeah. I turned around because I thought it was one of these guys.
Alright, well, everybody together. So down, this is,
Here you go, baby.
I like that.
Thank you.
when I was telling you about the foundation and the rock and everything, this is all regrouted. This rock is all the rock that was from the local quarry. So you'll see, when you look at it closer, you'll see that it's like sparkly and pretty, and it's not just a flat, dull gray rock, but it actually has like
I see it.
color to it, glitter to it, and it's actually very pretty.
I hope they keep that.
Yes, and that is part of the deal, is they're trying to keep as much of it that exposed as possible.
Mind if I look at it real quick?
No, good.
My understanding was this room was like the gaming room.
Actually,
casino.
we think that this was more of a meeting hall or maybe even a special events. It could have had some casino stuff. Mostly the casinos on that end, but well, they could have had live gaming or maybe high rollers or something here. I'm not 100% positive. Okay, so as we come around the corner, like so these are ladies of the evenings rooms. Okay. And down here is Elizabeth's room. This is Elizabeth's room.
What?
This is where she was pregnant when they changed her to the radiator. She was there, chained to the radiator here up until the point of having the baby. When she had the baby, they took the baby from her and threw it down a mine shaft. She died 3 days later. I'm sure it was complications of a young woman being chained to a radiator and not probably fed very well, etc. There's various stories. There's the main story is that she was the owner at the time, his favorite girl. He was also very politically well known and financially well known, and for a young girl as a prostitute to get knocked up is always negative, and they usually didn't care for that. But like I said, they left her chained to the radiator until she gave birth, and then she died. I consider Elizabeth my friend. I like her. There's nothing but nice and kind here. We only allow kind things in Elizabeth's room. There's the rest of this hallway that you are welcome to go up and look around in. I prefer not to.
Okay.
Where is
I
it?
will tell you that I prefer not to go up there in the daytime.
Where is it?
That hallway right there. It's
Is it this hallway?
it's right there where your back was, out that hallway. So if you go up the little stairs there was at one time some executive offices up there as well, but there's also some of the, I believe it must be probably a madam or someone on that end per se. There is, I can't find it. Well, you can go up there if you want, I'll agree. Yeah,
It looks kind of heavy.
I don't even, yeah, you guys go for it?
Alright,
Thank you.
check this out.
Alright, I'll let you stay with me, I don't mind, I don't care to be alone, it's this area. Right, and that's where it, we know that the story of the girl is 90% true. She was really young, really epic. As to the time period, I don't know. That, I heard both sides of that. So I agree that there was, possibility of time frame being off. But regardless, there was a young woman suffering this tragedy here.
Whoever the dude was, doesn't matter.
Right. I don't believe that whoever owned it or whoever else did it themselves. I believe that all of the negative actions were from a heavy or a someone that they had that did their dirty work type thing. So a heavy or a strong arm
basically-
or a muscle or a whatever you want to call it.
Basically, one of the people that you pay to do your dirty work for you.
Most likely. Most likely.
They've really changed this room.
They have a
Oh,
change a lot.
there's one pipe, something.
Right.
Seems like I remember pipes in the wall for some reason.
I don't know about that, but I know that. when
Do
I was
you
here
have
in
a
Virginia-
specific spot in this hallway where you feel the
If you
worst?
go down
It's the
to
first room.
if you go down to the end rooms, the one on the left is,
Heavy.
See, the one on the left, I didn't get a lot in.
The first
The
one-
one on the right.
there's days that it's not for me, there's days that it is for me, but.
The first room is what I got heavy
See,
from.
I went into the one on the right, and I
like I
just
said,
Yeah, the
I'll
first
tell you
room to the
guys,
right.
I'll give you guys some more about that
That's the
later
one
on.
I
all the way to
felt.
the end of the hallway.
A little bit, yeah.
No, I went all the way to the end of the hallway to the right.
Oh, dude, it's creepy down here.
I know, right?
Are we going down there?
No.
No, I don't think you can.
It is trippy down there, right?
So that's not the basement down there. That's just the.
No,
No, that's just piping.
That's just the subfloor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So again, let me ask. So this was actually these spots.
So yeah, and where that,
Right
basically,
there.
well, no, basically where that hole is that she's looking through is where the radiator area was.
Really?
Wow.
So,
Oh, wow. Just to think that, like, we're in her area. Like, I'm so sorry.
And
She
she's-
suffered such a unthinkable tragedy. Like,
and the thing is a lot of those girls were brought to places like this, whether it be in Goldfield or any other Western time period place, usually under the impression that they were coming out here for a fantastic job and making a woman independent, including theater, acting, different dancing or singing, and so a lot of these women were brought out here under false pretenses. Once they got here, enslaved into a situation they could never get out of because they were never given enough money or anything else to be able to go. She was probably, I don't know if she was falsely brought here, or if she really had always been a prostitute. I don't know. I'm from Nevada. I think the prostitution industry is fantastic. God bless them. They do a lot of work that I wouldn't do.
right?
And they get paid pretty damn good money these days for it,
Yep.
and they're not there against their will. Then they were against their will quite often, or put in a situation where they weren't able to get back out. So it is kind of strange that way that you think about this pretty young girl that was very popular and very well known and considered to be very kind and beautiful, and she got pregnant. It's not like they had the pill or the shot or the whatever.
Yeah.
Then you think about it, if you were lucky, you got the pull-out method, which doesn't always work. So there's that,
It's
and
very dangerous.
who knows what her situation truly ended up being. But regardless, if you read the stories that say, like we were talking, that the time frame is off for Wingfield to have done it, I don't know. I can't guarantee that it was or wasn't. All I know is there's a very tragic situation for a very beautiful girl who then had her baby ripped from her and thrown down a mine shaft, and then left here to die, and died 3 days later. That's just tragic. So I sympathize, and Elizabeth is my friend. It's said that Elizabeth likes to be read to. If you want to read to Elizabeth, I encourage you to do so. She, I don't know if she was literate or not, but I think that, especially then, it's not like they were watching TV, so it was probably entertaining and pleasant to have someone read to you. So, like I said, if you're welcome to find something to read if you'd like to. I don't know that there's anything in particular she wants to hear read to her, but
Oh, my camera. That's
my
something
thing's-
interesting.
my thing just said
My
lie.
camera just said that the temperature's too high.
Huh?
And it has to turn off real quick.
Right?
In the middle of your conversation, my camera just said temperature too high.
How
It's
funny.
never done that before.
That's okay, my phone said lie.
Oh, wow.
I'm not lying to you, so there is sometimes things that like to contradict the stories that positive that.
Well, that would be.
Maybe it was
you
the
were talking
guy.
about the time frame.
It could be. It could
You
be
said
a lot of
I
things.
don't think that you said something about I don't think Field could do it.
Yeah, I don't know the time frame exactly because I can't. There's various stories out there, and I wasn't alive at that point. I don't know if they're true or not as to the time frame. I know that there is a pretty legitimate story out there about a young woman prostitute, trade a radiator, baby, all of that part. I just don't know exactly what the time frame was
Yeah, but it's
or who it could have been.
Yeah, so who would have done it is I think probably what would have caused that. Like saying you said it was one person supposedly when you were
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it could be.
maybe you mentioned that particular name and maybe that's why it said lie.
Common
Yeah.
Stories is George Wingfield,
Yeah, common story is George Wingfield, who was later.
but he sold his interest in the hotel in 1923 and left town, supposedly. And the mine shaft under the building wasn't dug till 1925.
So
That's
and
all.
when
Yeah,
you
that's a
look
weird
at that,
discrepancy.
It doesn't add up.
right, well
I'm
that
not saying it
and
didn't happen.
some people say the time frame for Elizabeth being here was earlier than that time frame. However, I don't know that it necessarily was the mine shaft that's under the building. It could have been another mine shaft in the area because there was plenty of them.
I always read that all three versions of this hotel had a mine shaft on site when they were built.
And that's a possibility. There's also the fact that the mine shafts that are under this building were said to be dry. So that means there was nothing sufficient to mine there, and that's why they never really did much. Before we go to the basement, I'm gonna go to the car and get a water. I'm dying of thirst right now. I don't know if you guys wanna,
Yeah, I want to step outside.
okay,
All right, so I'm gonna end this right here. So this is probably gonna be part 2. There will be probably a part 3 and a part 4. So keep watching, please. Thank you.